Hello you guys, what's up? Welcome back to another vlog. We are leaving Iowa. If you saw the last vlog, we were just in Iowa, currently in this little breastfeeding room, and then out here, my mom just outside. So we are here by baggage claim to feed her really quick before we go through security. This is my little airport outfit, and then I'm wearing my brunette the label sweatshirt on top. Our flight coming here was an afternoon flight and she did really well. Our flight coming home is pretty much during the whole time that we would have like put her to bed and done our nighttime routine. So I'm curious to see how this one goes. A little nervous simply because it is at a more off time and I would prefer to fly during the afternoon. So if I were you guys, I would book that, but this was our only option for flights coming home. So yeah, we're gonna give it a shot and we're about to go through security and all that stuff. So if you missed my vlog on the way here though, had like all the travel tips. I'm just documenting us getting home and starting a new vlog. So through security we go.
So I just gotta tell you, it's been a shit show of a day. Just not gonna lie. We got to the airport early because my brother had a flight before us. He had a 4:30 flight, so we got there about 2:15. So Bianca fed Sutton, you know, everything was going great. Oh no, wait, let's back up. She couldn't get the car seat out of the car. It was,
oh my god, it was jammed.
It was jammed in there. Like it wouldn't release. Let's just say that. Like it wouldn't release. Thank God we didn't have a flight till 6:20. Because it took us probably a good 20 minutes to get the car seat out. We had people helping us.
After like a 2.5
It was jammed, like it would not release to pull the base out. Is the base, not the part Sutton sits in. Okay, then we get into the airport. We try to go to a nursing room, not the one we went to the other day, a different one. Can't get in. So then we went to the one we went to the other day, which was perfect. A little bit hot in there. We were all starting to sweat. Not the greatest, but then we get out of there and we go to finally get something to eat.
No. My security line took like an hour compared to yours.
Okay. Yeah, public announcement.
Get pre-check.
Get TSA pre-check. I have it well worth the money. So I say, Sutton and I are doing TSA pre-check. Bianca, we will see you on the other side. It takes her at least 25 minutes to get through the line. I keep calling her, are you there yet? No. Are you there yet? No. Are you there yet? So Sutton and I were just strolling around choosing her stroller and car seat. So then we get something to eat and all of a sudden our phone starts buzzing. Flight's been delayed. And then we're eating, flight's been delayed. Like minutes later, just flight's been delayed.
And we're like, oh,
finally
shit.
I said, you know what? I'm going to check Delta. I'm going to check and see if there's a flight going to Charlotte. This is making me a little nervous. Sure enough, there's an 8:05 flight going to Charlotte. Because already we're at 8:21 and we were supposed to leave at 6:22. So I said, I'm going to check in Delta. Yeah, there's a direct flight at 8:05 directly to Charlotte. We get in at, I don't know, who knows, 11 something. We don't even care at that point. We just want to get home. And so I said, we got to get to the gate because we got to ask them if we can switch. And for those of you that don't know, when the airlines cancel a flight or keep delaying, you can ask to fly on another airline. So we got in line, and we were probably at that point, 8 people back?
5.
No, at least, 6 or 7. It was not 5. People deep from the counter. And then we turn around like 20 minutes later, and the line is so long. Thank goodness. I was like, let's get to the gate. So we get up to the counter, and I said to the guy, there is a Delta flight. Could you please help us get on that flight? We've got a 3-month-old. I said, our final destination is Charlotte. He said, if you had a connecting flight and then it went to Charlotte, yeah, we could do that. But because it's direct, no, we can't do that. I was like, are you kidding me right now? We have a 3-month-old. And he's looking, he's like,
No, he was awesome though. Like,
he was awesome. We did really love him. But you know what? He doesn't run American. Like, he's doing what he's told, right? So he said, your best bet is you got to go on the morning flight at 8 a.m. Okay, yeah, we're not happy about that because we are not sleeping in the airport. And I have flown enough in my life to know that if it's not an act of God, which is weather, like they can't do anything to control the weather, just like you and I can't. So they are responsible. And they just kept saying like mechanical. And then finally they said, oh no, we have a short shortness on pilots. So, not our problem, right? Not my problem. I want to get home. We want to get home. We got a baby. So I pressed him for a hotel. And I said, you have to give us a hotel. And he's like, well, we're not supposed to do that. I go, well, but you have done that. Like, I've flown, you guys have given us hotels. Well, we have a new policy now. I'm like, you know what? He said I could get fired. I go, give him my number. I'll talk to him. But he was nice, and he did. So we're at the Hampton Inn. We are going to spend the night. And actually, you know what? Even though we have an 8 a.m. flight and we have to be there at 6 and probably get up at like 4:30, it's better than flying home and getting home at 1 a.m. with a 3-month-old. Any of you that have kids, you probably would agree.
On the top of the cake. Look at my chest.
Icing on the top of the cake. I gotta show you, Bianca. We might have to turn the light on because you might not really be able to see it. So bear with. Oh, wow. Okay, so I went down to get some water because Bianca is completely parched. So she's feeding Sutton. Look what happened. Sutton.
Now you can flip it around.
Like what?
Like so you can see what you're recording. We're teaching her how to vlog.
I know, sorry everybody.
Can you see it? Yes. That's so gross.
She FaceTimes me and she goes, Mom, can you hurry? Get back up here.
Oh, and we're almost out of wipes.
Oh yeah. And this morning I said, how many diapers you got in the diaper bag? Oh, we have plenty. I go, there's 3. I said, what if something happens and we get stranded? Yeah. Here we are. So, but I also said we need our luggage back because.
Can you wipe this off?
Yeah, let's wipe that off. Because what happens is they're like, you know what, you can't fly today, but you also can't have your luggage. I'm like, oh no, we need our luggage. We have a 3-month-old. We need our luggage, but we waited 50 minutes for them to put 2 pieces of luggage on the baggage belt. Anyway, that was really long. So.
Moral of the story is if you can drive to your destination, drive.
Yeah.
And also, I felt so bad. There was a guy behind us who had been at the airport for 2 days because American kept canceling his flight.
Because they don't have pilots.
And it's not a connecting flight, so they cannot put him on a different airline.
Yeah. We're a little frustrated. I don't think I'm going to fly again for a while. Long time.
We're done. I'm over it.
Yeah. So, anyway, there you go.
I wanted to thank today's sponsor of the video, Cradle. If you guys didn't know, Cradle is a dog supplement company that is helping dogs live a stress-free life. And their mission is to create happier homes for families with pets with easy to use, easy to love, natural calming products that actually work. Okay, goodbye. Have 2 of their products. So it's calming chillers, and they all have Botani blend with ashwagandha and passion flower, which is really cool. So we have, like I said, the calming chillers, and then we also have the calming bliss bar. So this one's chicken flavored, and this one is flavored with real peanut butter and bacon bits. I know Murphy has definitely had some anxiety, especially when we brought Sutton home. Every time she cries, actually ever since we brought Sutton home, every time she cries, he gets stressed out and he pulls out his tail fur. So these are really good for us. And also, I just know a lot of dogs have their own anxious moments. Murphy also hates to be alone. He is a COVID dog, so he loves when we are around, don't you? And he also loves when we throw the ball for him. So they have bundle chews for 4th of July fireworks, road trips, separation, or any other stressful occasion, for instance bringing home a baby. And also Murphy gets neutered in a few days, so that is probably going to be another mini stressful occasion for him. Also, Cradle offers innovative product forms. They have an all-day calming bone, bliss bar, chillers, and all those are with or without CBD. They have chews and melts, which are only CBD. And also, Cradle is an excellent solution for the 4th of July. 4th of July is actually widely recognized as one of the most stressful days for dogs. And more dogs run away on the 4th of July than any other day of the year, which is really sad. Simply because the loud bang of the fireworks is just a sensory overload, and that fear and all that unknown is terrifying for dogs. So I think that these would be a really great solution. Murphy will definitely be having them on the 4th of July. And also, Cradle makes a quality promise. Cradle's unique products work naturally with the canine endocannabinoid system to calm your dog safely and quickly from the inside out. And the best part is that Cradle is giving back to rescue heroes. Cradle is actually giving back to animal shelters everywhere and making adoption way easier. And they have partnered with incredible organizations across the country, providing free cradle samples and calming adoption kits for pet parents to ease that transition for the pets into their forever home, which is awesome. So for 20% off of your order of cradle products, you can go to cradlemypet.com/Bianca. Then also you can use my promo code Bianca at checkout. Also, if you order online before June 28th, you can receive your products before the 4th of July, or you can go to Walmart and you can check out their line of calming supplements in person. Anyway, thank you again, Cradle, for sponsoring today's video. We are, which one do you want? See, they're like individually packed. They're super nice. He's gonna get a calming bliss bar. What do you think? Can you sit? He needs a haircut. Can you sit? Come over here. Sit. Get here. Ooh, Casey, yeah. Okay, we're gonna get on with the video. Thank you again, Cradle, for sponsoring this part of the vlog. Discount code Bianca, and I will have everything in the description box. Back at the airport. Knows where the camera is.
I'm becoming a frequent flyer.
Look up here. Back home, flight went literally amazing. Like, flight could not have gone better. And I could have vlogged more, but I really couldn't have, because the whole time as soon as we got on the plane, she fell asleep, and our flight was at 9 a.m. So, well, it kept getting delayed until then, so it was supposed to be earlier. But, so I woke up and I fed her. We went to the airport, fed her literally right before we left for the airport. As soon as we sat down on the plane, she fell asleep on me, and then she fell asleep through takeoff, slept the whole ride, and fell asleep through landing, and it was a 2.5-hour plane ride. So she was clearly exhausted. It's like a lot on all of us, but I felt so bad for her, especially yesterday. And so, I mean, I'm glad that she slept the whole way. And then as soon as we got there, I just fed her, and it was so easy. So, yeah, that was the most simple, literally the most simple plane ride ever. It was not stressful at all. We were there so early because our flight was getting delayed, so we weren't rushed at all. And they let me go through first class security because my mom has a TSA pre-check, so I didn't even have to wait for my mom, or my mom didn't have to wait for me. So it was the best situation possible. So it is Father's Day today, so I'm out running some errands really quick because we didn't come home yesterday, so I'm a little behind on my planning to get us lunch because we're both starving. Colin went and picked us up from the airport this morning. So yeah, we're home for good now, not going back to South Carolina. In a couple days, Colin's leaving for Kansas for his grandma's funeral. So then my mom will be living with us yet again. Just didn't have time, so I'm going to get Colin a Father's Day card on Father's Day. Not my best, but you know, can't do anything about it. My plan was to get up and get him the card on his way home this morning, but it's okay. And then we'll head back home, but I need a coffee so bad. It's 2:54 and I'm dying. I'm having, aside from the flight this morning, because honestly that went really well, but this past week, 2 weeks, week and a half, honestly they have just been the worst. A bunch of things just keep happening and I'm so over it. So let me just tell you what just happened. I just need to vent really quick because I really feel like I could have a meltdown. So I went to the Starbucks and I sat in that drive-thru for 5 minutes, honestly, waiting for someone to be like, what's your order? And there was a whole line of people behind me and no one was saying anything. So I just pulled around to the window, and with the window shut, they didn't even say anything oh, I'm so sorry, give an explanation at all. She just stood at the window and shook her head and told me to keep driving. So it was honestly pretty rude. What the frick? Okay, so that happened. So then I was like, okay, I'll go to Walgreens because I have these pictures that I was gonna get printed out. Go this morning and do it and put them on the table of a bunch of different pictures of Colin and Sutton. So I go to the Walgreens because that's the closest one to us, and the cord isn't working, and then he's like, honestly, just order it online. So I go to order it online, and I order it online really quick, and he's like, I'll print them out right now. And I freaking do the order, and then he's like, oh, we don't have paper. So now I literally just placed the order and paid for them, and they didn't have paper. So he's like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, well, what do I do now? And he's like, I'll just cancel the order. So I was like so annoyed. Okay, so then that happened because I like was wasting time, and I'm so hungry, you guys. And then I was like, okay, whatever. Because Colin said all he wanted for Father's Day was pretzels and some Sour Monkeys, which is this beer that he loves, and Jersey Mike's. So I'm out to get them, right? So I get the stuff, but I'm like, okay, I'll just go to Starbucks in a Harris Teeter. And so I get there and I order, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't have espresso, our machine's down. So I was like, okay, I'm not getting coffee today. Then I go to the Sour Monkey aisle, out of Sour Monkeys. I'm like, okay, ask. They had one pack in the back. So I was like, thank God I asked. Then they had his pretzels, so that's good. So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna order the Jersey Mike's. Well, my dumbass forgot to switch the location, which I do this all the damn time. I literally do this all the freaking time. I can't even tell you guys. And like, you'd think I'd look to check by now, and I just don't. But I order food to the wrong location all the time. And also last night I ordered Uber Eats to the hotel. I ordered Chipotle. I couldn't even finish vlogging last night because I was like so upset. And they didn't put my chips and guac in the bag. Like, I paid for it and everything. So I was like, okay, thank God they refunded me. And then now Jersey Mike's is kind of expensive too. I just ordered Jersey Mike's to South Carolina instead of the North Carolina location. So I'm like, and then I was sitting there like waiting, like, why isn't the order ready yet? Am I really dark? If I am, I'm sorry. I was like, why isn't it ready? Like, what the heck? And I'm sitting there and they're like, who are you here for? I'm like, Colin. And they're like, we don't even have an order for Colin. So I looked and I freaking ordered it to the wrong location. And they're like, oh, well, what did you want? And then I like told them, thinking like, okay, they'll just like remake it for me. That's so nice. And then she was like, okay, your total's 32 something. And I was like, oh my God, that's great. So I've had to spend $60 today on subs. No coffee, no pictures printed out. I did get him a card, which is good. But like, I don't know. I just feel really defeated right now. Are your hands good? Do your hands taste good? Do they taste good? Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Do your hands taste good? Oh! Do they taste good? Is that silly? Is that silly? They taste so good. Yes. Oh, yes. It is the next day. I just needed to take a mental day yesterday because clearly I was having issues. But to top everything off, I ordered pizza for dinner and the order was wrong. And then also Murphy chewed on one of my like paychecks from work in the middle of the night. Just chewed it up, and I had to call them and tell them that I need them to send me a new check, and I sent them a picture of the check. So we love to see that. So just chilling. Colin's calling me. Probably. Hello? Okay. Fajita veggies, pico, sour cream and lettuce. Yeah. Today we're doing much better, and for the first time ever I unpacked after going on a vacation or a trip or anything. I wouldn't really necessarily call that a vacation, but after going on a trip I unpacked the first day after, which is crazy. So I'm proud of myself because I've never done that before, literally never. I like would let my suitcase sit on the ground for days, even a week, and then I'd finally get to it, and this time I was like, we're not doing that. So I unpacked it. Sutton's just hanging out in her baby Bjorn bouncer with her little, I'll show you. You're just hanging. And then I just have this sitting in front of her because I've been like messing with it and giving her something to like focus on and look at. But yeah, she's just sitting there, and then I've seriously been cleaning up the apartment. Got the kitchen all cleaned up, and have a huge trash bag going because our trash is full. Need to work on the couch area next, and finally build the Billy bookcase and then a shelf for her nursery. So I think that's what's going to be on the to-do list next. She's been talking up a storm.
Really?
You've been talking up a storm. Yes. Can you say something to Dad?
Hey, sweet girl. Hey. Hey. Are you just the cutest little girl in the world? Are you just the cutest little girl in the world? Your toesies? Huh? You got your toesies? Hey, buddy. Oh, I know. You want some attention, too. I got your toes. I got your toes. Look at this jealous mess over here.
Literally. Put my Chipotle order on the screen for you guys, but it is just so good.